Yeah. So by the game being oversaturated, it makes people take different angles. It makes people look at the game different ways. You get what I'm saying, though? But it's not being expressed that, hey, it's a lot of people, man, doing the same thing. It's talked about, but it's not given off as, man, it's oversaturated. That right there lets you know that it's very important to come together. You get what I'm saying? I know a lot of people that don't like, I know a lot of artists that don't like to feature with other artists for various reasons. You get what I'm saying? But it's even more important reasons why you should unite with more. You get what I'm saying? And also we living in a time where ever since conspiracy came out, it's like people want to hold the artists and the rappers accountable for every bar, every lyric, as if they're the number one teachers in society. I'm not saying they don't have their fair share in teaching, me myself included. You get what I'm saying? That's why I try to focus a little more on how I deliver, even though I know it's in me. You get what I'm saying? I know I'm an artist, so I know how I feel to be able to express myself the way I want to. And then I got 1,000 hands pointing at me. See, 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 see. But if you take the lyrics and you compare the actions to the way the people living, if they living right, you gonna say they trying to manipulate the community. They could be talking about their past life. They could be looking at somebody else's life, rapping about it. Uh, they could be using their complete imagination. You get what I'm saying, though? So the opposite side of the conspiracy to rap would be the no cap. You get what I'm saying? So now you can hold me accountable for everything I said, but we don't do this to the to the people in Hollywood that's running around in the movies, killing everybody. I grew up watching country western movies. You get what I'm saying? And I'm an '80s baby, and I grew up watching country westerns. Like that's my favorite like TV shows. If I was to watch TV and I had an option of what to watch, I'd rather watch a country western over about anything. You get what I'm saying? So I wouldn't be 100% blaming it on, oh, these rappers teaching them this and this and this and this. We got to get to these artists and get to the rappers and get them different perspectives to look at it. Give them different ways to look at the game and having exits. You get what I'm saying? And give them different reasons on why they should invest in other things, why they should help somebody else achieve their dream once someone helps them achieve theirs. Let them know that, hey, it is bigger than just say showing off. You get what I'm saying? Showboat. You get what I'm saying? But a lot of people, what's the proper way to say it? Once you feel like so many people done turned their back on you, a lot of people done became committed to, hey, I don't owe nobody. I was once looking for help. Nobody helped me in the area where I wanted it at, wanted it at, where I needed it at. So therefore, once they reach a level of success, they keep pressing the gas. You get what I'm saying? They so traumatized in that area, they say, hey man, I'm not reaching out. You can reach in and I'm gonna pick and choose from there. But a lot of people be hurt. And they form of get back is, I'm not gonna give back. You get what I'm saying? It's a lot of ways to look at it. And it's a lot of ways that we can call it out without being disrespectful. You know, we living in a society also where I don't got nothing against the truth. If I'm gonna be honest, you know, we live in a very opinionated society. We live in a society where an opinion can overtake a fact. We live in a society where a lot of people lead off their sentence with, I feel like this. And I came to the conclusion, when I lead out on a statement saying I feel, and I'm the one giving the education, or I'm the one giving the advice or the knowledge, and I'm leading out with I feel, I'm openly saying I don't know, because this is the way I feel. I'm openly saying I'm unsure. That's how I translate that. I'm unsure. I'm openly saying, this is what I think about it. See, it's a lot of stuff that we know, and a lot of people use the word feel and think subconsciously, just being modest and being humble. You get what I'm saying? Because we also live in a society where if you know too much, you'll be attacked on a spiritual, mental level. You get what I'm saying? And when people get attacked, they try to attack back. And that's when you assassinate your own character. Like, it's real tricky out there. That's why I truly believe in taking the higher road when delivering the message, especially if you're an OG out here. You get what I'm saying? Because we all was once young. A lot of people grew up, a lot of people matured faster than others. You know, so I'm basically saying by the time you understood this, you can be the same age as your friends, and it might take them another 10 years to understand. So either what you gonna do, fall out with them, or you gonna, like, how you gonna handle the situation. It's a way to handle the situation without actually falling out. And once you realize that, hey, my understanding is a little deeper than most people that I'm around, you can either start to try to give them that intellect and get them to try to look at it, hey, I mean, try to teach a person to think more without just openly saying, hey, you need to think more. Give them situations, give them scenarios. You know what I'm saying? I'm not out here openly trying to get more haters, especially from my people. So if I'm trying to get you to learn something, I'm trying to teach you something, I'm not trying to be so unapologetic about it to the point that I become disrespectful. Because I already know that the truth hurts anyways. So if I'm telling you the truth in the most purest form, rawest form, no matter how old you are, no matter what you've been through, I'm almost doing a disservice, me, myself. And that's how I look at it on all levels. You know, so if I was to be able to talk to a lot of teachers and they giving their message out like that, that's what I would try to explain to them, which I have done, which I do. Some people come to grips with it. Some people are like, hey man, that's just what it is. That's the way I am, you know. But I like to give these artists the perspective to look at it like they're in college. You get what I'm saying? When you go to college, just say you get a scholarship, you have a major and an elective. Just like in high school, you got a major and you got majors and you got electives. You got PE, you got weight training, you got art. You get what I'm saying? You got all those things. Then you got your regular classes. So when you go to the music, when you get a chance and an opportunity in the music career, we should look at that as an elective. You get what I'm saying? And we still got our major. We can either use the major to fall back on, or we can do both of them simultaneously. Help somebody else build their own dream. A lot of us feel like, hey man, I can't do all this at one time. Well, that's where investing come in at. That's where sharing your plans with other people outside of what you're currently successful in. Because you can also help somebody else and help yourself in the same time, which a lot of people don't seem to. I think they understand it, but I think that more than that, they feel as though they're being used, and they don't seem to understand the reason and the fact that we're here to use each other. You know what I'm saying? We're just supposed to use each other in the right way. So the game is oversaturated. You see what I'm saying? So we need more networking, we need more CEOs, we need more record labels. We pretty much need the game. The game can be operated as it was operated in the 90s in a modern day technology world. It can be. And the benefit in that, it would create more jobs. You see what I'm saying? It would create more businessmen versus just artists. Not saying they're not doing it, but I'm saying that's what the generation before mine's missed. That's why you got Puff Daddy, Master P. You only got 5 on Jay Prince. You get what I'm saying? You ain't gotta. We wanted to see the artists that we looked up to transfer into CEOs. You get what I'm saying? Because then when I first started rapping, and I'm giving a demo out, it's like putting an application in. You get what I'm saying? Either you're going to accept it or you're going to turn it down. And I'm gonna go to another job and put another application in, which would be the music. So if I'm an artist, that means I'm turning my music into record labels. You get what I'm saying? That was the application process. So to go back to what made me want to go full-fledged rap, man, I thought it was like a last resort type thing. No shot at it because I love it. I'm gonna do it until I pass, whether I make $1 off of it or not. It's a talent that I got. But I came to the conclusion to understand that, hey, I don't gotta just rap to get my message across. You get what I'm saying? Because I'd rather be heard and I'd rather be felt than be seen. Because a lot of people see things, but if they can't think, they don't understand what they're saying. You get what I'm saying? But if I can record something and give it to you in a respectable, pure form and leave it there for you, you can come back to it. You can grow on it. You get what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff that I know right now. They say if you know better, you'll do better. That's true, but partially true because it's a whole other side that people don't explain. So if you're telling a 12-year-old, if you know better, you'll do better, that's true. But if you knew better, you're telling the other side. And the other side is discipline. I know a lot of stuff. That don't mean that I'm 100% disciplined in those areas. You get what I'm saying? So we all, every day we wake up, we're going to find something else to work on. For every flaw that you correct with yourself, you're going to find another one. But we need to start learning and understanding that we ain't each other's enemy. We shouldn't look at each other so much as competition. Once you understand that the game oversaturated on all levels, especially from an independent standpoint, even on the corporations. You get what I'm saying? It's a lot of games that ain't been, a lot of business ventures that ain't been tampered with. Either people don't got enough money to invest in them, or it's too high risk of a gamble to invest in. And people are only trying to invest in things that they love, like, or they know it'll instantly get them a profit. You get what I'm saying? But if we, and I'm the type of person, I don't like to tell nobody what to do with their money. You get what I'm saying? But I'm from the projects, and one thing that the projects gave us, they gave us a sense of, like, village. Like, all of us. This is all of us. It ain't us against them. We ain't in broke down small cliques. It's all of us. So how does that get tore up throughout the years? You get what I'm saying? We had assistance. Fast forward to 2020. Everybody calling their assistance and our demise out, which is a beautiful thing. You get what I'm saying? So once we recognize that, we got to start forgiving each other, because we ain't going to get nowhere. Like, it's a lot of people that's holding on to things from an emotional standpoint. We got a lot of people feel like they got to show certain people that they can get it on their own. I don't need you. You know, if we all living for self and individually, we still need somebody. You see what I'm saying? So for a person that don't need nobody and they 100% feel like they don't need nobody, notice I said feel. The people that you're gonna need is the system. Whether it be the government, whether it's the system that you're trying to participate in. So if you're doing music, you need fans. You get what I'm saying? I see a lot of people always calling out the rappers, saying, hey, you misleading these kids, man. Listen to this here. I'm so serious when it comes to my baby. Like, I'm talking about from the radio to the CDs, but I'm growing older also, and I'm coming to grips, man. And I've been came to grips with I'm the parent, and the artist is not the parent over my child, and I can control more than less what she listens to when she's around me. And if I do give her the freedom to listen to what she's listening to, I can act like the DJ. You get what I'm saying? I can come in there and turn it down a little bit, and I can explain, hey, you know what you're listening to? You know what this means? You know what that means? You know that this is only entertainment. It's no different than a TV show. It's no different than a movie. You get what I'm saying? And then it is a lot of conscious rapper, a lot of motivational rappers, a lot of uplifting artists out there. But when I don't see the people that's condemning and negatively criticizing the ones that they placing the blame on, I don't see them 100% promoting that type of music. Why? Because they don't like it. See? It shouldn't be about you liking it. It should be the whole fact that, hey, this brother doing something this brother doing something positive. It don't matter that to me it's not jamming. But I'm honest, I can honestly admit, I want to hear something that's jamming. I know how to decipher between. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I'm going to teach before I say, hey, put this out. And also I'll be getting, once you can get to the artist and let them know, hey, you're a role model, whether you want to accept it or not. You ain't got to change how you rap. You don't got to change how you deliver your music, because I know that's a release, that's an expression, and only you know where you're coming from. But we should have enough courage and enough respect for the community to come back and explain to the kids that, hey, this is an image with everybody, and some people don't want to do that for various reasons. But I don't think it ain't nothing wrong with it. Because when you go to Taco Bell and you cooking tacos, or you go to Burger King and you flipping burgers when you get off work, you are who you was. You are who you gonna be. You are who you are. You're not the Taco King. You're not the Burger King. That's your job. Let them know that music is not my job. I am not intentionally out here misleading people. And we got plenty examples from the Snoop Dogg's, from the Ice Cubes, from the Dr. Dre's, from a lot of these artists done been to college. You get what I'm saying? That's another thing that made us feel like, hey, we can do it, especially in the 90s. Man, you doing all that Ice. We looking at NWA, we big fans of that. But damn, but we from the South. So the difference is, the police was bad everywhere. Racism was bad everywhere. But it was kind of different when it comes to freedom of speech and voicing what you wanted to say, how you wanted to say it. You get what I'm saying? They locking people up about that. They trying to blackball you about that. They harassing you about that. They stalking you about that. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, it was a big surprise to me when I went to realizing, dang, a lot of these people who rapping about what I really been through, not saying that they didn't go through it, they had the option to take 100 routes. And a lot of us take the route because the road got narrowed. You see what I'm saying? It ain't that many exits off this interstate. When you got all these felonies and you done been to prison, you gotta create your own. You know what I'm saying? And we teach each other, hey, don't worry about what nobody else think. It sounds good. But a lot of people that's telling you don't worry about what people think, they'll be the same person that'll give a false opinion about you because they're speaking on how they think or how they feel all the time versus what they know. You get what I'm saying? You think that's a bad person. We know that's a good person. What make you think that? What if you try to change your thinking? You get what I'm saying? It's a way to come at a person consistently, especially if you intend on helping them and uplifting them without being disrespectful. Just keep in mind that the truth hurts. So when your truth hurts somebody, you can't 100%, or you shouldn't 100% take their hurt and their aggression and put up a equal shield. You see what I'm saying? Because you're the teacher. You're the adult in the situation. You're the OG in the situation. You're the one with the education and knowledge. So therefore, you know that this is a common reaction of the truth. People get mad.